Boom, and we are live with another episode of the Brown Water Banter Podcast. My name is Jared Seymour.
My name is Joey Cates.
That's right. We got a great episode for you. In the studio with us right now, the saltwater assassin, unapologetic Dr. Death. He has ruined a number of generations of fish. We're going to be talking about the Ocean Springs Marine Mart tournament that's coming up, June 3rd and 4th, if I remember right when I was typing this up. We're going to get all up into it, but first, before we do that, like we always do, we're going to thank the people that helps us, keep the show going, man. Right out the gate, been with us for a while now. Dr. Robbie Williams over on Government Street in Ocean Springs. If you're looking for a great local dentist, hit him up. He's on the social medias at Southern Magnolia Smiles, Facebook and Instagram. You can hit him on that old school website at southernmagnoliasmiles.com. When you're ready to book that appointment with him, you just give him a shout at 228-215-1202. Tell him that you heard about him from us. 2023, the year to keep your mouth clean, man. We're going to keep saying it all year. Talking fun, something that rhymes with 24. Hilltree Marketing. Our buddy Jesse, man. Jesse's had a rough week, man. Glad to hear that
absolutely.
His daughter's doing well. He had a family emergency. It's been all over Facebook if you've seen it. Jesse, glad everything went as well as it could, man. Everybody over here on the Brownwater camp has been thinking about y'all and praying for y'all.
Yeah, praying.
But as far as the sponsorship goes, HilltreeMarketing.com, Jesse's local. If you need a website built for any reason, just check him out, HilltreeMarketing.com. You can see some of the other brands that he's already worked with, or jump over to brownwaterbanter.com. He built our website out for us. He can take you from no concept to a full-blown website, man. He handles everything in-house, from the IT to the photography, videography. He'll get your website looking professional. Moving right along. It's Tyler, our buddy Tyler Cox over at Taylor & Cox Law Firm. They've been practicing law for over 30 years over there in Pascagoula, man. They specialize in criminal law, family law, and civil litigation defense. If you find yourself in need for some legal representation, we highly recommend checking them out. Give them a call, 228-696-0111, and tell them you heard about them. Where at? Right here with us.
On the Brown Water Bender Podcast.
Correct. All right, moving right along. The 5th annual Downtown Ocean Springs Crawfish Cook-Off. It's going to be May the 27th. If you've never been to one of these things, it's a great time. You need to go check it out. You buy your wristband. You walk through the little parking lot down there by Pleasance Barbecue on Government Street, and you sample all the different crawfish from all the different teams. You get a voting ticket. You pick the team that you think has the best crawfish. They have beer for sale. We'll be a vendor out there slinging the brown water merch. There's music. It's just a real good, family-friendly, all-around good time. That's May the 27th. Jump over to the Downtown Ocean Springs Facebook page. You can find the links there to get your tickets in advance. Don't wait to the door because they sell out every year.
That's right.
And we'll also be competing in this cook-off this year. Going to go ahead and call my swing. I think we're going to take it all, like I've said before, probably first place, no doubt. Or we're going to lose. So I'm not quite sure. But either way.
We'll probably lose.
Anyway, see the swamp. Our buddy Rocky Brooks over Gaucher Van Cleve exit. Leave the interstate, head south. He's on your left. Hit him up on Facebook. See the number 2 swamp. Man, he's got you covered on all your apparel, rods, reels, tackle, everything. Local shop. Supports the community. Sponsors baseball team. Sponsors podcast. Really, opened up a store over there in Gulfport now. He's got a second location. He's doing good stuff. We appreciate his support.
He's sick today, so y'all say a little word for Rocky.
Say a little word for Rocky. And then I got the tournament flyer right here that I can flash, or we get into it first.
Go ahead.
Flash it up. This is what we're going to be talking about right out the gate. The Ocean Springs Marine Mart Fishing Tournament. That's June 3rd and 4th. The captain's meeting will be held June the 2nd. There's up to $12,000 in cash and prizes. If you need more info, you can go ahead and call 228-875-0072. The categories inshore division include redfish, speckled trout, flounder, blackfish. Offshore, we got cobia, and I see snapper right there. $100 entry fee per angler on the offshore, $50 entry fee per angler on the inshore, man. And then we'll get into the sponsors a little bit later.
That's it. That's the podcast. Y'all take it easy, man.
It's been a good time. That was good. Yeah, we'll take off now.
It's fun. They told me not to move or touch anything.
That's right. But no, God, where do we start, man? I mean,
at the beginning.
At the beginning, that's a good spot. So I'll let you take the lead. Joey didn't do his pre-fight check good enough, but if you'll tuck that mic up in there to the corner of your mouth, bend it up in there so we can hear that beautiful.
Gotta make love to it.
Beautiful voice there for the people in Facebook land. There we go. So what's the annual? Does it say on the tournament? What is this? Like 100, 200?
Maybe 250.
250 probably.
It's been a long time.
Started
We've been doing it for a while. I really don't keep up with the years because I really can't remember.
I think it started about
anymore.
1915. Y'all was doing schooners back then, right?
Yeah, schooner trolling
It's all cane
for
poles.
king mackerel.
Yeah.
King poles.
Yeah, he
But no,
remembers.
we've done them probably. This might be 15th, 16th,
Yeah.
something. I don't know.
Yeah, I was telling somebody earlier today. It's a very well-known tournament
Yeah.
for this neck of the woods. You know, on our side of the.
We used to do
on
a
the
lot
bank.
of one-day shootouts.
Yeah.
Back in the day, and then I was talked into having a rodeo or a tournament, whatever you want to call it,
Mm-hmm.
because they used to have a big tournament down on the beach every year. You know, the JCs put on a heck of a deal. It used to be a blast. Everybody fished it. It was a good time. Got to see all the local people.
Right.
So we try to recreate that in some aspects of it. And it all depends on the weather, but most of the time it's a good thing. You know, one year we'll have a little more participation than others. You know, last year our offshore participation wasn't as good as I wanted it to be, but it was there.
Right.
Mhm.
Our inshore stuff has taken off. I think it'll be a good year this year.
Yeah,
too,
like you said,
know.
that you had the tent out last year. I remember
Yeah.
there was beer for sale. There was people hanging out. We had a good time. We were down
Yeah.
there as well,
Yeah.
so it's always a good
We'll
time.
have the tent. We got some entertainment coming. I think we've got second class citizens.
I love it. I love the name.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're going to play Saturday, and we got Razoo playing Sunday, which I have not heard either one of them personally, but everybody that tells me they were great. I tried to get Rolling Stones, but I couldn't get them.
they was busy. They was
Yeah,
already
they was
booked.
They were a
busy.
little busy.
Yeah, I
but,
hear you. I hear you.
so it was.
They played at the first one though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
they
yeah.
did.
When they was
Yeah,
just
my
starting
buddy-
out, they was
My
a cover
buddy
band.
Malcolm, God rest his soul, he got Mick in touch with us on that one back in the day.
Yeah. So what's new this year? Same old song and dance, or we got some new
Same
stuff?
thing. We're gonna have a little slot redfish tournament in it this year in the redfish also, and it'll be, I think legal redfish is 18 if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And we'll put the slot at 27. We're gonna have one place. There won't be a first loser or third loser or
That's
second
right.
loser. And Chandelier Brewing is going to be the sponsor on that slot fish.
Oh, Cam and Kane
Yeah.
over there.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. And then basically everything else will be about basically the same. We'll have our snapper and Kobe in the offshore division. We'll have some Calcuttas. I guess you can say that nowadays.
Yeah, you can because you can.
You know,
There's sport betting is allowed in Mississippi
yeah,
now.
So we're going to have some Calcuttas, whether
Yeah.
it be $2 pot, $4 pot, or whatever. But we're going to have some of those, and whoever wants to do one will do them.
Yeah.
And then the inshore, it's pretty. You know, blackfish. We did a big thing last year on blackfish for Dennis,
Yeah.
and it was quite successful. We'll have flounder, trout, redfish. So in all, it's basically everything the same. $50 inshore, entry fee, $100 offshore. Everybody on the boat needs to have a ticket. So
How much is the redfish slot? Is a different registration
no,
altogether?
it's going to be the same thing. This is what we did last year. We did it. You register like you regularly do. If you want to fish the slot, you fish the slot. If you win the slot, you can't win
Okay.
in the redfish. You can't win in either. You know,
Right.
So, but
That'll
that's
work.
how we're going to do that.
I like it. Where's it? They registering through calling the store, or you got it
Come
online?
to the store. We don't
Okay.
have it online. We're not that whatever it is.
Tech
savvy.
Tech savvy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me get another drink.
Go
We'll be
ahead,
okay.
pull you-
Yeah,
get you another
get you
one.
a water. Yeah.
Yeah, and we've got, I don't know how many we have entered now. I should have looked today before I left, but I put a thing out on Facebook that the first 30 entries, whether it be inshore or offshore, gets thrown into a pot. We're going to give a pair of Bahia sunglasses away,
Okay.
or Costas, whichever one you would prefer.
Right.
Mhm.
We've got some Costas still left. I think we're going to sort of phase them out.
Really?
Bahia's they're probably one of the clearest lenses that anybody's ever looked out of, and I've really had really, really good luck. And I'm not knocking Costas. I've been
Mhm.
selling them for years and years and years, but I
Mhm.
think these are just a better lens, a better frame. I
And
think.
that's weird. It's weird how it evolves. And we were at Deer Island the other day, and of course everybody's walking around with the blue Costas. Everybody's had Costas since they were knee high to a grasshopper. And some dude pulled out a pair like you were selling. Some dude pulled out some Smiths, and they were like, "Look at these," and I'm like, "Wow." You know,
Yeah.
Come on, Costa, you got to step your game. But they sold companies, didn't they?
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Well, what
yeah.
happened was Luxoria, if that's how you want it, Luxottica, however you want to say it. They bought Costa out. They own Maui Jim. They
Right.
own Ray-Ban. They own
Oakley.
they own everybody.
Yeah, yeah.
So when they got bought out, they sent me a book of everything. It was about this thick. It was, you wouldn't even believe the Gucci, this one, that one.
Mm-hmm.
And then they took and they said they were going to keep everybody on, which that never happens. And I think it was like 3 months into it, they fired like 168 people down in Florida, moved the thing to Atlanta. See you later.
Yeah, we're gonna keep everybody. Don't worry about it.
And what's happened to it really is the customer service is not like it was. That's what Costa stood up. That's what they were. If you had a pair of Costas and you dropped them on the ground, that wasn't really the sunglasses' fault. But back in the day, they'd send you another. You send those in, they give you a free pair.
Right? Yeah.
But he is not giving stuff away. But I haven't had a lot of problems. And the problems, my nephew Chase had his hanging on his mirror. He told me, went to grab him, ripped the arm off. He took pictures of him. They sent him another pair.
Yeah, so we've talked about this a couple of times on the show though, and I always got to bring it up because I had the same thing happen to my Costas not too long ago, within 2 years ago, maybe 3 at the max, and they didn't give me any grief, man. I didn't have a receipt, I have nothing. They didn't make that.
See, they gave me the opposite.
No, I sent them an email through the customer service. They said take a picture of it, and they sent me here's the 3 glasses that we got that looked the most like that, which was the ones I wanted. I picked the one I wanted, and sent me a brand new pair. I couldn't believe it, but maybe that's different now. I don't know.
I think it has changed a lot because everybody that I know that has swapped over to me, one of the main reasons is that because of
customer
service,
the
rubber on those pieces, stuff like that falling off.
Yeah,
but he doesn't have any of that on theirs. They're straight up. I got a couple pair in the truck. I should have brought them in.
Did you tell me before? Were they the original?
No,
Costa
they weren't
guys
the original ones, but they were some of the higher uppers.
Okay.
That started this company. The lenses are made in New Smyrna Beach, Florida. The frames are made in Italy. And like I said, I think this is my 3rd year selling them, and really and truthfully, I've had nobody bitch, moan, groan, come in and tell me, hey, those pieces coming off, this is happening here. I've had a couple people tell me that they broke an arm, but the warranty's been super for them. So it's a good thing.
They are they light? That's what
super light.
Yeah, they got to be light.
The glass lenses are super light. If you think you got the poly lens, it's so light the glass.
Right.
The
that's a big thing with that.
Right.
I figure now would be a good a time as any to jump into the cobia stuff, huh? Because it's part of the thing. It's part of the tournament there. I'm not talking about
talk about it.
Well, I got to get into specifics. I just think there was an article shared. You just fished that tournament this past weekend, right? Yep. There was an article shared I read on Facebook. They were talking about all the different tournaments in Florida, cobia specifically, that have been
destined.
Yeah. Sorry, but so that they're no longer doing them, or their participation's so low, they're canceling them and stuff like that. What do y'all think it is? Is it population? Is it change in migratory patterns? Is it the BP oil? I saw everything in the comments. Everybody had
aliens.
Is it aliens?
I'm going for the aliens.
I think it is.
I'm gonna go for the aliens before I'm gonna go to the BP side.
Right
now.
Okay.
The BP shit doesn't count anymore.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think it does with the cobia. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
I'm not saying that if you're somewhere. I don't even know where it would be anymore, but the repercussions from that, I don't think we've got any of that left.
No.
I mean, Mother Nature cleans itself up pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Probably a lot better than we clean things up.
Right.
In all sincerity, I think the migration has changed. I've talked to some people about it. I'm not a professor. I don't know everything about them, but I know one thing. I think they changed. Some of the reasons we don't have as much where we used to fish at is because they took our structure away.
Correct.
They cut everything off. I think that changed up the holding of them. I'm going to be wrong about that. Like I said, I'm not a professional. I'm not Jim Franks by any means. But Jim knows some stuff. And Jim and I talk about it. They're doing a study on it the way I understand it. And I think they're moving farther south. Now, according to them, last weekend, they didn't move too far. They moved farther south than where they were at, and they didn't want to go any farther south because of the weather. But, I think we've got fish here. I've seen some fish caught. I mean, I saw the week before the shootout, this new tournament at Pelican Point, Kelly Dick had a nice fish in the 50-pound range.
Mm-hmm.
Derek Tillman had a 50 and a something in the upper 40s, and it was closer to a 60-pound fish like 2 weeks before this tournament, him and his wife Hannah, and then they won the tournament the other day fishing. So I mean, I think there's some fish out there. I haven't heard of any big 60, 70, 80 pounders.
Well,
I've heard of stories. I know that somebody told me the other day that they missed a 100-pounder. And I said, "Did you have a picture of it?"
Right.
He said, "No." And I said, "Well, I'm not believing him."
Yeah,
that's right.
But I'm not saying he didn't. Really,
I know James caught a 60-pounder because he was on the boat by himself, and Matt Smith had to had to gig him for it.
I did see that.
Had to stick him, and that was a good fish.
Yeah,
that was a real good fish.
Well, it just wasn't during the tournament.
Correct.
Right. Yeah, it was the weekend before, I think.
Right. That's always like
right. What was the weight on that one at Nikki's tournament when we live streamed it that year? That was
90 pounds. That was
yeah.
minute.
Yeah, and they won second place this year, right?
Yeah, they got second place.
They got second place.
Yeah. So them dudes know what they're doing, apparently.
Correct. Yeah.
But I guess one of the reasons I bring it up to you is because you've got the perspective. I mean,
this is what's happened with cobia fishing, really and truthfully. First of all, you don't have people are saying that it's overfished.
That's what,
and it may be overfished somewhere else. Okay, but I don't think it's overfished along the Mississippi Gulf Coast. Okay, because we don't have the fishermen that chase cobia anymore like we used to. I think some of that has to do with fuel pricing back in the day. I don't think that people – I mean, back when we used to go, I thought we had jobs, but we really – I was fortunate enough that the job that I did have, I've always had, I could take a day off if I wanted to,
right,
or 2 days off. And when the tournament came, you knew that's when you were going to be gone, and you planned that around that. But I don't see that happening. And I'm in the bait business. So, I've got some guys that have fished here recently. I've sold a lot of eels this year. I think I've sold more eels already this year than I probably did altogether last year already.
Okay.
So that means that somebody's going somewhere with them, and it's just not tournament eels that we're selling. Okay. In fact, I got more coming for this weekend for Danny's one-day deal because we don't want to get caught short while we can make this.
Yeah, get it while it's hot. Yeah, absolutely.
While we can.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're pursued here as much as they used to be because I don't think the people fish for them like that. Now, I'm not saying that I don't keep up with all the charter boats anymore, In Ocean Springs, we don't have but a couple charter boats there anyways.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people run out of there. So, a lot of people are going to disagree with me on that. Some people are going to say they were overfished, but if you got little ones, you got to have big ones somewhere.
Yes.
Yeah, so, that's true.
I mean, and the game has changed since y'all fished because the cobia tournament used to be week long.
Well, and they were bigger
days,
too,
7.
right?
There was a lot of people, and there was a lot. I think there was just more people chasing them back then, which we still had plenty of fish back then. So I don't know. There's more people on the water now. I'm not saying that there isn't.
Yeah.
And then you don't know what the commercial, and since it's became a sports fish in the state of Mississippi, you really don't know what the commercial aspect of it is in other areas. I don't know if Alabama's got it considered as a sports fish now, or Louisiana has it considered as a sports fish, not to take for, like snapper, or I don't know that.
Right.
I just never paid any attention to it.
Well, Ginger in the comments, thank you for the comment, and Walt, they all agree with the sunglasses that they're legit. So, but the fish seemed to be bigger, right? When you tell stories back then, the ones that were weighed in, they were bigger.
Yeah, they were. And I mean, I can't answer that. I'll talk to some people and they say, well, but then you'll hear that big fish.
Right.
A big fish where there used to be consistently, if you went and sat at Chandelier Bar or the Horn Island Bar, there was some big fish caught there.
Yeah.
But, we weren't really bar fishermen. We rent a lot, but we would still catch big fish.
Yeah.
And we saw big fish. So, but I haven't fished for a cobia in a while. I probably wouldn't even know how to set the hook anymore.
Well, it's a different. Your everyday fisherman really, if he's never caught a cobia, probably won't go out and catch a cobia. I mean, you're either jigging or you're chumming. You gotta. It's kind of like a blackfish. If you don't know what you're looking for, you're not going to see it.
And they catch them trolling. I mean, it's nothing to catch. I mean, I heard last year that some of the charter boats from Biloxi caught them trolling behind Horn Island and down behind Ship Island and down to Chandelier Island. You know, we used to catch them on blue mullet spoons every now and then when we were trolling. You know, you catch a brown fish there and there.
Really? I've never done that.
But I'm hoping that they went farther south, and I hope the population isn't depleted. And I'm sure that Jim Franks in the future will have some answers for everybody. Jim's pretty smart on that stuff.
I hope so. I got a message in with him. It was like, Mr. Franks, Dr. Franks, if you're watching tonight, give us a call back.
Yeah, come talk with us. But I'm like you. I hope it ain't the population. I hope it ain't the. We talk about that all the time, you know, conservation on here, and you don't want to see something like that disappear or you know, be.
And you got to have true numbers. You know, I still don't agree with Noah ever on snapper counts. I think that's all a crock. I really do. I mean, you know, I'm not saying that the snapper, you can't. I know people that fish every day offshore, not every day, but when they go fishing, they're always catching snapper.
Right.
Know? And I mean, last year they let the season last damn near to December.
All the way down.
All right, you know. So this year I heard that Noah was changing some stuff up, but I don't know if that's true or not. I know that our stuff's fixing to open up 26th of May or something like that, which is great.
It's a Friday, be right in front of your tournament.
Thank God, or we'd have a lot of illegal fish waiting at your tournament.
That's what I was thinking.
You have to reprint a bunch of flyers.
I might have to be in trouble.
Just draw X's through that.
Just duct tape.
Duct tape it out, move the money over there.
Yeah, right.
But now there may not be any of them, so maybe we ought to move the money up here.
There you go.
But there'll be fish.
Do you still fish a lot or no?
No, I never fish. Once you become a bait shop owner,
that's it, huh? That's the end of. You just got to hear. You got to live vicariously through all the stories you hear.
Yeah, and no, really and truthfully, when you get busy, you know. And then I think I might be too old to get beat up anymore.
Yeah,
it hurts.
Yeah,
I'm too old for it. But I mean, a tournament's like Walmart at Christmas. That's when you got to sell every eel you got. It's when you sell every
that's
croaker
what you try to do.
Yeah.
And this is the thing. When I started this thing off, we wanted to have a good time for everybody. You know, I'm not having. You know, I don't have a $25,000 pot to give away.
Mm-hmm.
We did this for local guys.
Yeah.
We want you to take your boat that you got back there and go and fish for one of these if you choose to do so. And it's going to cost four of y'all $400. If you're four on a boat, if there's two of you, $200. And if you win $1,500 on a $200 entry fee plus your bait, that's not bad.
It's a heck of a day.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, and you get bragging rights for a year.
Yeah.
You get to be like O'Grady and them. You get to brag.
You should have seen him walking around out there.
He was great. It was a great thing. Him and Derek and Hannah. I'm glad they got to do that.
That chest couldn't have been any more bowed out.
No. All right, we got a comment here. He asked not to say the name, even though it's public on the comments. But he said, "Where specifically are they catching these cobia now?"
In the mouth,
right here,
Yeah,
right
That's
here.
exactly what I.
Well, I don't know specifically,
in the
but
water.
I know that some were caught behind Horn Island the other day, and I know that some were caught at the rigs, and I know that some were caught down south towards Chandelier.
There you go.
And I've heard of a few fish being caught by Ship Island.
Yeah.
I don't know if they tell you the truth, but it is what it is.
I got a feeling you probably know this person in the comments. Is why they're saying don't say my name. So, Rocky Miguez wants to know what kind of sunglasses are those.
These are my damn Costas because my prescription lenses in my Bahio, I've got the wrong prescription. And I was going to wear them tonight. They're in the truck. I'll go get them if you want me to, Rocky.
He said that's all lies.
And he's probably on a tractor somewhere anyway.
And I'm smiling, Rocky. I'm smiling just for you. You and Chance Seymour. Y'all make my day every day.
That's good. That's good shit. Yeah, the bait business though. That's got to be a hell of a.
It's fun and it's draggy. We're catching pretty shrimp, and this is the thing about shrimp. People always, what size of the shrimp?
Well, I meant that when I first rolled into the show, I forgot I was going to ask you. All right, first question right out of the gate. You got any shrimp? Because
that's every day.
I went on your Facebook page to get some photos, and it was literally like all of y'all's.
You got live shrimp,
live shrimp.
Everybody's got shrimp, and everybody's got them. This is the deal,
right?
When I'm catching them, Fort Bayou's got them, Pat's got them, this one's got them, everybody else has got them.
Right.
When I don't have them, nobody else is going to have them. And if by some mere miracle we got them when nobody else does, nobody ever wants them until the day that you don't have them. So that's just how it works. I can't
supply and demand.
Yeah.
I can't buy a bull minnow right now for the life of me. I don't care where it is, who it is. It's 4 or 5 people I buy bull minnows from. There's nobody have a bull minnow. And today The first 3 people that come there this morning from 5 to 5:30 bought shrimp, but the first thing they wanted was bull minnows.
You can't make
I
them
said,
happy.
I'm out.
Yeah.
So then the other thing, the best part about the shrimp is this. What size are your shrimp?
It's big enough for the fish to eat.
Just put it on a hook and throw to some of it.
So I sell bait to Bay St. Louis to Bob at Bay Marine.
Yeah.
Super guy. Been selling him live bait for years. He told me the other day, he said his new deal is that he tells everybody the shrimp are small.
Yeah.
That's it. So I had to try it the other day after he told me this. I'm stealing it from him. So the guy calls me up and he says, you got shrimp? I said, yeah. He said, what size? I said, they're small. He said, well, you got plenty? I said, yeah. He said, I'm coming. So when I get there, he orders 2 or 3 dozen, whatever it was, and I put them in the bucket. And he said, well, hell, those shrimp aren't small. Those are pretty. I said, well, let me tell you something. If I told you that they were big, they'd have been small, and I've been in a world of shit there from the get-go, so they're always small.
I disappointed you right off the bat.
Yeah, so under promise, over deliver.
That's right.
I've been living my life like that.
And no, we don't have any croakers.
Okay.
We couldn't catch a croaker on a bet. We did have a few today, but they left like a dozen. So we're catching plenty of shrimp. We got some catfish. We're trying to stock up on catfish. They disappeared during tournament times.
Where'd they go?
We caught them 2 weeks before this last shootout. We were feeding them a cup of shrimp. We were feeding them to keep them alive for real. Dead shrimp every day. We'd feed them a cup of shrimp on each tank just to keep them going. And then they just we quit catching. I think last week, probably from Wednesday through Friday morning, we probably didn't catch 50 catfish.
Really?
Okay. This week, today, we might have had 10.
Wow.
I do have plenty of eels. We got pogies. We got all the bait. We got plenty of bait, frozen and or live.
That dang Rocky's son was with us on Deer Island Sunday throwing hot dogs and catching a pile of hardhead. So that's where they're at.
Right.
And tell him he needs to come wash my boat because I found about 3 or 4 hot dogs in my damn boat.
No, let him clean that up. Do Kobe eat them that small? I like that. That's good stuff. That's funny. What up, Matt? Matt's in the comments. But yeah, man, that's a good time. I always love going to the tournaments, even just the weigh-ins. Like I said, even when I was a kid, I mean, it's a good time.
Yeah,
it's always fun.
We'll watch the leaderboard, and we usually come out there and film a little something, and then it's a good time all the way around. You usually got food out there too, right? Barbecue.
Yeah, Tay's Barbecue's been our standby for the last few years. We'll probably have him. I haven't asked Matthew yet, but I'm sure he'll accommodate us.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, we'll have the entertainment. We'll have plenty of cold beer. We even got some Bud Light products for everybody if they don't have some.
I got a sneaking suspicion.
Yeah, you might have a couple of those left over.
There may be some of them left over. You may want to stick with that Shandy beer.
Yeah.
So
that ain't bad.
I gotta thank these people.
Go ahead, rattle it off.
So this could be like a NASCAR guy, but I can't be that fast because I can't say it that quick. First of all, I want to thank FEB Distributors.
Yep.
Knuckleheads, the C Store, Coastal Angler, Buffalo Wild Wings, White Hart Realty, Wearing Oil, Palace Casino, and the Golden Nugget, Crown Leisure, our buddy Miles at Astro Ford, the Billfish Classic people, Todd Boswell if you need to get a haircut.
Nope.
I need one.
Not over here, I don't.
The Pearl Hotel in Bay St. Louis is a friend of mine, Mike Cure's place. If you get to take your honey on a date night,
that's where to go?
That's the spot.
Okay. I never heard of it yet.
They got a great restaurant there.
I feel like
another buddy of mine in Bay St. Louis that helps us out every day is Matthew Tuart, and they've got Bay Seafood. And they run some great lunch specials all the time. Chandelier Brewing, Ocean Springs Lumber, and whoever else helps me, I thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
This is I know this is a podcast, but there's a lot of people trolling right now in these comments. Freddie wants to know how big the shrimp are.
They're humongous.
Yeah.
Ask if he's got any tacos.
Yeah, really, exactly. Cast and Coastal. Hey, what's up, Josh? How you doing, man? Somebody, I don't know if I'm gonna read that one because I don't know the story behind that one. But somebody's asking why there's a certain sponsor that ain't on there. I'm gonna skip that.
They're on there.
Yeah, they're on there.
They're on there.
Yeah, they're there. So
they're there.
I forgot Mitchell Distributing.
No, it was Ocean Springs Lumber.
Yeah, he's on there.
He's on there. He's right there.
He's on the new one.
There it is. Yeah, show us some shirts. Show us some shirts.
Then we've got our new mermaid this year. Which way do you want me to point this to?
Right to that camera right over there. Yeah.
Like this.
There it is.
That's
Look.
our new mermaid there. That's the back of the shirt.
Oh, that
We've
looks
got
good.
this comfort colors in several different colors.
Yeah.
This will be the front. And if you look on these sleeves, everybody I just said is
Right
on
there.
here
Look at that.
and on here.
Look at that.
I just saw Ocean Springs Lumber.
And
It's on
even
there.
Ocean Springs Lumber's on here, right
he's
there.
right
Look
there.
at
There
that.
you
are.
And I forgot Gulf Pride, Mikey Jenner.
Oh, yeah,
my
Mikey. Yeah, we know
God.
Mikey. Yeah.
Mikey's a great guy. He's got several different companies, and he helps me immensely every year. I really appreciate Mikey.
Yeah.
I appreciate all of them. But I think our shoe will do well. We got dry fit. We got comfort color all the way across the board this year in short sleeve cottons. And we've got some hoodies this year.
Hoodies. You got tank top? You got some tank tops?
And I got some tank tops too. Comfort color tank tops too.
You got a couple color options, or are we all white?
Yeah,
They
we got
all
white, blue, green, and cotton. We've got blue, green, peach, and dry fit, and the same thing in the hoodies.
Yeah. So you can find something you like.
You got any crickets or worms?
I'm out of crickets, but I do have some
Hey,
worms.
keep coming, boys. I like it.
All right, so run us down. You got registration until, I guess, the captain's meeting.
Captain's meeting. In fact, I'll even let them register up till 6 a.m. on Saturday morning if they're running late. We want everybody to come to the captain's meeting. We'll have great food there. I think R.T. Wade's going to cook us a big pot of pastolata. He did that last year. It was great. We'll have the shirts for sale by then.
But it's not mandatory, right? Or is it mandatory?
I would really like everybody to come. And let me tell you one other thing that we're going to talk about real quick before you dump me.
No. You got the floor.
So, we still got the boundary lines.
Okay.
So we don't want anybody to go east of Venice, 8935. Okay. And west of Fort Morgan. I mean, you got to be back this west side of Fort Morgan, and that line's 8825, and we'll discuss that because I had people fishing over way too far. That's not fair to these local people. They just can't get that far.
Yeah.
So you can't go past Venice, and you can't go past Fort Morgan.
No.
All right.
Right down the middle.
Okay.
That'll work. I mean, that's a long run.
Well, I mean, really.
And you're weighing in Saturday?
We weigh in 3 to 7 on Saturday, 3 to 6 on Sunday. Awards at 7 Sunday evening.
Y'all do single day awards. It's all at the end.
No,
right?
it's all at the end. And then we do reserve the right to polygraph you if you think it's any protest, this, that, whatever. And if you have to have the polygraph, you get to pay for your own
Absolutely.
polygraph.
That's the same way we do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And if you need Joey to draw you a map up of those boundary lines, he's
I
real good
can get you
with a crayon and a black and white.
If you like,
I can connect the dots.
It looks like shit. But he'll
can we get that with on one of those white boards like you got?
No, he does it straight on.
You see that right there?
Remember when you was in kindergarten, they give you the coloring book? It's all black and white. That's what it looks like when he makes it.
Everybody kept asking for the boundary, so I was like, I got you. So I printed out the map of Deer Island and put a ruler on there.
It looked like a 4-year-old took a dull crayon and wrote all over it. Yeah, we call a little heat online for that, but
I told him it was a bad example of a good map.
Well, it's just unbelievable.
Oh shit!
Hey,
I think we did. Did we get it all in? I think we did. I think we got it.
We did the captain's meeting. We did the weigh-in.
Yep.
Yeah, we did the entertainment.
And like I said, the first 30 get registered, win a pair of sunglasses. Rocky.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Rocky's not going to be here. He's going to be out of town. He won't be able to fish.
Okay.
But first 30 to enter, you can have a pair of Costas or Bahias.
Mm-hmm.
If you win the raffle.
Yeah, if you win the raffle.
Yeah, we ain't giving out 30 pairs.
No, we're not. One pair.
Yeah.
One pair. And then I think that's about it. Y'all come out and fish it. We need your support in order for us to keep doing it.
Yep.
And whenever you get a chance, patronize your local shopping places like this. These guys are here for us, and everybody on this thing does good things for the community.
Yeah.
Everybody.
I agree with that.
So look at it. The guy who owns this building, Justin, just texted me. He said he's coming in tomorrow to get some meals for some Kobe. He's going to catch tomorrow, so go look for him.
See, that man knows where Kobe at right there. He's going straight to him when he comes and gets his eel. So
that's it.
That guy that was asking where they're at.
Yeah.
talk to him.
Yeah,
He'll tell him.
He can put you right on him.
What time y'all open it up in the morning?
5 a.m. to, well, I tell you what, Bad Brad's been staying late
Bad
in the
Brad.
evenings. So, and that's another thing. Brad, he's great. He can tell you how to catch fish. I mean, if you're a newbie,
Yeah.
he'll help you out. He does a great job. Kids love him. Women fear him.
That's the guy you want around.
That's right.
man.
That's
right.
the guy I want to talk
So
to.
he
His
does
ear.
a good job for us. So yeah, we open at 5. We close at 5, 7 days a week. But usually we're there. He's been staying later. And
Okay.
and especially if you got something we need to do, if you need fuel, stuff like that, call
Yeah.
somebody to come back down there.
You
and
make
get
it
that.
happen, huh?
Yeah.
And y'all pretty active on Facebook and
We've been
Facebook.
trying to do it a little bit more. I need to hire somebody to do it for me.
I know a guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
He'll work for all the Bud Light and Eels you can
Yeah.
get. He loves Bud Light.
Got
and
plenty
Eels.
of Bud Light.
I don't know what
right
he's
now.
doing with all of them, but he loves them. So,
Yeah, hit you on Facebook or give you a call, right?
That's it.
well, we appreciate everybody tuning in on the live. If you haven't already heard, you don't know, we have an app. It's free on the App Store and Google Play. Brownwater Banter, just type it right in. We've got all your marine forecast on there, links to all of our stuff.
Your tails and scales for snapper season.
Yep,
So if
it's
you're
right
fishing
there inside
snapper,
the
you gotta
app.
have your tails and scales filled out.
Joey put together a killer list of every bait shop on the Mississippi Gulf
Yep.
Coast. So no matter
Mr.
where you
Kenny's
fishing,
on there for sure.
Yep. You can check that out. So pretty much just everything shrunk down into one little app. So go check it out, man. And Ken, we appreciate you stopping by, man. It's always a good time talking with you.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Yep, it's our pleasure.
Glad
And,
I got to come.
everybody go fish the tournament, register, call him, aggravate him, ask him about shrimp and what size they are, because he says he really appreciates that.
Yeah.
So.
I do.
We'll see y'all on the next one.
Later.